Good afternoon, Para Wesley music lovers, especially to Margaret, who has logged in with a comment there on the side. Great to have you with us, ready for another 20 minutes or so of Derek's music. It's spring day, so they say, the 1st of September. I do see a little bit of sunshine outside the window, so there is hope, but I believe that the rest of the week is going to be rainy. So we must just enjoy the sun while we can. Good. There's Norman and Elaine and Oliver. Great to know that there are people listening and I'm not talking into the void. And but welcome to those that tune in later watching the recording. Derek has sent his introduction, so we're going to play that. Again, very short, but let's listen to Derek say hello.
Hi everybody, welcome to our concert and enjoy it. Bye.
Couldn't get any shorter or any sweeter. Welcome to Angela and Ivan, and there is Derek logging on to hear what I have to say about him. So I'd better be nice, which isn't very difficult. The first piece of music that Derek has sent for us today is the hymn, What Shall I Do, My God, to Love? And this one scuppered me a little bit. The words are by Charles Wesley, no problem there. The tune is called Jerusalem, written by Simeon Grosvenor in 1840 or possibly 1850, but I could find nothing on the internet about Simeon Grosvenor as I was looking. So I can tell you nothing about him whatsoever. I know that the tune Jerusalem is also used for the hymn Jerusalem, my happy home, I think it's called, which is a very popular hymn in some circles. But other than that, I can't say very much. So we are just going to listen to the music as Derek plays for us. What shall I do, my God, to love? Push the right buttons to bring it up. Thank you so much, Derek, for your cheerful music. As Joan says, spring has sprung, and the lively music does help us to celebrate, even though it can be a bit cool outside. Welcome, Esme and Charles. Good to know you're there. Hello, George and Mickey. I was hoping that George was going to tune in because the next piece that Derek has played for us is Thine Be the Glory. The words are by the Swiss writer Edmund Louis Baudry, written in 1844, inspired to write at the death of his first wife, translated into English by Richard Hoyle in 1923. But the tune that Derek is going to play and the tune that we sing, Thine Be the Glory too, is from the third section of the oratorio Judas Maccabeus, written by George Frederick Handel in 1746. And the libretto to the original oratorio is based on the apocryphal book 1 Maccabees, with parts added from the Antiquities of the Jews by Flavius Josephus. The reason that I mentioned George there is because we've been studying this in our Zechariah Bible study, and George has becoming an expert on Josephus. The events depicted in the oratorio are from the period 170 to 160 BC, that's between the Testaments, after the Old Testament and before the New, when Judea was ruled by the Seleucid Empire, which undertook to destroy the Jewish religion. Being ordered to worship Zeus, many Jews obeyed under the threat of persecution. However, some did not. One who defied was the elderly priest Mattathias, who killed a fellow Jew who was about to offer a pagan sacrifice. After tearing down a pagan altar, Mattathias retreated to the hills and gathered others who were willing to fight for their faith. Judas was one of the 5 sons of Mattathias who led the rebellion. And this was a short period in history where the Jews regained their independence with the Maccabean rebellion. Handel's music depicts the changing moods of the Jewish people as their fortunes vary from dejection to jubilation. So let's listen to Derek as he plays for us Judas Maccabeus, the hymn that we know as Thine Be the Glory. Thank you, Derek, for the work put into that arrangement. And hear those drums beating as the soldiers were marching on heading onto victory. And so, yeah, thank you so much for that, Derek. And welcome to Chicky, who has signed in, and to Donovan. Great to have you with us this afternoon. Our next piece of music is the hymn Rejoice and Be Glad, words written by Horatius Bonar, who wrote many of our hymns. The tune is called Rejoice and Be Glad, but it's also known as Revive Us Again. It was falsely attributed to John J. Husband due to its similarity to another tune, but was actually written about 100 years later in 1863 by William Peyton Mackay, a contemporary of Horatius Bonar. He was a medical doctor who later became a Presbyterian minister. He wrote this tune to accompany his own hymn, Revive Us Again, but has come to be used with the hymn that we know, Rejoice and Be Glad. The chorus goes like this, which probably you all know. Sound his praises, tell the story of him who was slain. Sound his praises, tell with gladness, he liveth again. So let us worship God as we listen to this music as Derek plays for us. Once again, nice, bright, cheerful music fits with the sunshine outside. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I hope that you're all enjoying the program, whether you're watching now or watching later. Another joyful, triumphant hymn is Crown Him with Many Crowns. The words written by two people. It originally consisted of, 6 verses, and then another 6 verses were added. The first 6 verses by Matthew Bridges, and the next 6 verses by Godfrey Thring. Both of them wrote in the 19th century. The tune, we only have about 4 verses left, but they are 4 verses in our hymn book, that is, but they are attributed to both authors. The tune is called Diademata, written by Sir George Job Elvey, which was composed for the original piece by Matthew Bridges. Elvey was an organist from a family of organists in Britain in the 19th century. He also studied music and graduated with his doctorate in 1840. In 1871, he was knighted for his contribution to music. So Derek is going to play for us now the tune Diademata. Thank you, Derek. Take it away. Whoops, maybe he's not taking it away. Let me try again. Thank you, Derek. We are reminded that it is all about Jesus as we crown him with many crowns. Whatever crowns we have to give away in our lives, we choose to give them to Jesus because we do believe that he is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Thank you, Derek, for the reminder in music and for the upbeat music that can lift our spirits and cheer us up if we are feeling down. The last piece is one that Derek says he chose because it's my favorite. It certainly is one of my favorites, though I must say that it's hard to choose my favorite out of all the ones from this afternoon. But this one is Whosoever Heareth, Shout, Shout the Sound. Another one of those American revival tunes or hymns that seems to be left out of our new hymn book for some reason or other. It is a favorite in South Africa in the Sotho Tswana speaking Methodist churches where they sing Moto Mang le Mang, whosoever will may come. The words and music, both written by Philip Paul Bliss, an American songwriter, 19th century, who was encouraged to become a singing evangelist by Dwight L. Moody. Sadly, he died in a train accident when he was only 38 years old. Chorus goes, whosoever will, send the proclamation over vale and hill. 'Tis the loving Father calls the wanderer home. Whosoever will may come. And let us bring that one up. Thank you, Derek. And so we have come to the end of our program for this afternoon. Once again, thank you so much to Derek for sharing your talent with us, Derek, and for being with us now as we listen and to your music. It is very much appreciated. Greetings to Ruth and Alan who have logged in and are listening as well. And yes, we will see you again next week. I don't know what's going to happen when lockdown finishes and we all go back. We'll have to see what we're going to do if we can keep this going. I think there might be something of a demand for that. But certainly, Derek, thank you so much for helping us while we have been stuck inside and unable to get out. May God bless you all. and keep you until we meet again.